Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our comprehensive news roundup for September 3rd, 2025. Today, we're tracking major developments from yesterday's stories while bringing you the latest breaking news spanning international relations, corporate developments, and technological breakthroughs. Let's begin with the key updates.
Starting with international developments, the Afghanistan earthquake death toll has now climbed to over 1,400 people, with a second 5.2 magnitude tremor disrupting ongoing rescue operations yesterday.
In a significant show of military strength, China showcased its most advanced military arsenal today in Beijing's largest ever military parade, with Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong un as honored guests. The elaborate ceremony featured hypersonic missiles, nuclear capable ballistic missiles, and stealth aircraft, representing what analysts call an unprecedented display of unity between the three nations. This coordinated show of force comes just days after the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit, signaling a deepening axis of upheaval challenging Western dominance.
Moving to transparency developments, the U.S. House Oversight Committee released over 33,000 pages of Jeffrey Epstein investigations yesterday, though lawmakers from both parties acknowledged the materials contain little new information. The massive file dump includes court documents, surveillance footage, flight logs, and audio recordings, with Epstein victims scheduled to meet with lawmakers today for a prominent press conference.
Turning to economic news, U.S. financial markets continued their September decline for the second consecutive day, with the Dow falling 249 points as uncertainties surrounding federal appeals court rulings on Trump's tariffs created budget deficit concerns. The sell off intensified as Treasury yields jumped, with the 10-year reaching 4.269% and the CBOE volatility index hitting its highest level in over 4 weeks.
In central banking developments, the Bank of Japan maintained its key interest rate at 0.5% following its July meeting, with economists predicting a potential rate hike in October as inflation remains above the 2% target. Meanwhile, European central bank officials signaled rates will likely remain steady at their September 10-11 meeting, with Eurozone inflation ticking up to 2.1% in August.
UK housing markets showed unexpected weakness, with prices falling 0.1% in August as affordability concerns mount and speculation grows around Chancellor Rachel Reeves' potential property tax reforms in the upcoming budget.
Moving to technology sector updates, OpenAI announced comprehensive parental controls for ChatGPT within the next month, following a devastating lawsuit from parents of 16-year-old Adam Rain, who committed suicide after allegedly receiving guidance from the AI chatbot. The new controls will allow parents to link accounts with their teenagers and receive notifications when their child is in acute distress, though critics call the measures insufficient.
China's 6G breakthrough continues gaining attention, with researchers demonstrating the world's first all-frequency chip capable of 100 gigabits per second speeds across the entire wireless spectrum.
Google achieved a significant victory in its antitrust case, with Judge Amit Mehta ruling the company will not be forced to sell Chrome browser or Android operating system. However, Google must share specific search data with competitors and is prohibited from maintaining exclusive default search engine agreements.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk declared that 80% of Tesla's future value will come from its Optimus humanoid robots, despite the bots not yet being commercially available. This bold prediction accompanied Tesla's release of Master Plan Part 4, which puts increased emphasis on physical AI as electric vehicle sales continue declining.
In political developments, President Trump escalated tensions with Democratic-led cities, definitively stating, "We're going in" regarding plans to deploy National Guard troops to Chicago. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker revealed that Texas National Guard troops are already being staged for deployment to Illinois, marking an unprecedented federal intervention against a non-consenting state. Immigration and customs enforcement agents are simultaneously preparing for large-scale raids in Chicago, potentially timed with Mexican Independence Day celebrations.
Representatives Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna continue pushing for a discharge petition requiring 218 signatures to force a House floor vote on releasing all Epstein-related documents, creating ongoing tension within Republican leadership as Congress returns from recess.
Moving to business news, Spirit Airlines filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection for the second time in less than a year, citing mounting losses and dwindling cash reserves that have derailed its turnaround efforts since emerging from its previous bankruptcy in March. The budget carrier plans to cut its network and shrink its fleet to save hundreds of millions of dollars annually, while assuring customers that flights will continue operating normally.
Technology stocks led market declines, with the semiconductor sector particularly affected despite UBS analysts viewing the sell off as a buying opportunity. Nvidia remained the top retail investor favorite with $867 million in net inflows, even as its stock declined nearly 3%.
European energy markets faced new pressures as Norway's gas pipeline maintenance program reduced daily exports by approximately 25%, creating supply concerns ahead of winter demand. Norway's reservoir levels have fallen well below 20-year averages, raising risks of potential electricity export restrictions to Britain if water shortages materialize.
Japan's central bank developments remain crucial, with the Bank of Japan expected to potentially raise rates again in the fourth quarter, possibly as early as October, according to economists surveyed by Reuters. The BOJ maintained its benchmark rate at 0.5% in July, while raising core inflation forecasts to 2.7% for fiscal 2025.
IBM's quantum computing initiatives accelerated with the announcement of Quantum Developer Conference 2025, scheduled for November 12–14 in Atlanta, featuring previews of the forthcoming IBM Quantum Nighthawk and Loon processors. The company is partnering with the University of Chicago to strengthen quantum computing startups through the Duality Accelerator program.
As we conclude today's comprehensive news summary, these developments underscore the rapid pace of change across multiple sectors. Stay informed, stay prepared, and have a wonderful day.
This news report was generated using AI under human supervision. All the sources used for analysis are in the description. And lastly, have a great day.